I proposed in front of her family. She said, let's talk later. But I'd already heard her plan. I thought I was proposing to the love of my life, Kara, but she was only pretending to love me back. It all happened last Saturday. Her entire family was gathered, her parents, her sister, and even her grandmother, who had flown in just for the weekend. I had spent weeks planning every detail, the custom ring, the heartfelt speech, the playlist of songs we once danced to in her kitchen. I rehearsed it in my head a dozen times, so when the moment finally came, I dropped to one knee right there in her parents' living room. Her mom gasped, her sister squealed, her grandmother covered her mouth, clearly expecting tears of joy to well up. Kara? She just froze. Then she gave this tight, forced smile, looked around the room, and quietly said, "Can we talk later?" The room fell into an awkward silence. Her dad cleared his throat. Someone coughed. Someone else tried to laugh it off nervously. But me? I was standing there with a ring in my hand, heart pounding, cheeks burning. What none of them knew was that I already knew the truth. You see, 2 days before, I had overheard a phone call. Kara was in the kitchen talking to her best friend. I wasn't eavesdropping. I was literally walking past the hallway to get a charger. But her voice caught my attention. She said she didn't think she could marry someone so safe, so predictable. She said she missed the thrill of her ex. And then she said something that made my stomach twist. But I'll wait. I don't want to embarrass him in front of my family. Right there, I knew what was coming. She knew I was going to propose to her. She was planning to say yes at the moment to keep up appearances and break things off later. Quietly, politely, without the public scene. I stood in that hallway, listening to my future unravel through her words. And something inside me broke. So when she said, "Let's talk later," in front of everyone, I smiled. I stood up, put the ring box away, and calmly said, "No need. I already know what you were going to say." The room stiffened. Kara's face went pale. Her sister looked confused. Her dad asked me what I meant, so I told them, loud enough for everyone to hear. Kara doesn't want to marry me. She's in love with someone else. But she didn't want to ruin the moment. She was going to fake it for your sake. Kara gasped. "Wait, please don't do this here." But I was done pretending. I turned to her grandmother, the only person in the room who looked genuinely heartbroken, and handed her the ring box. "This was for her," I said. "But I'd rather give it to someone who still believes in love." And I walked out. No dramatic exit. No yelling. Just silence behind me. That night, I turned off my phone. I didn't cry. I didn't yell. I didn't even feel sad. I just felt free. Of course, she tried calling, texting. She said she panicked, that she didn't mean it, that she loved me. But if she loved me, she wouldn't have hesitated. She wouldn't have called me predictable. She wouldn't have rehearsed a plan to fake her way through a proposal in front of people who cared about us. Love doesn't manipulate. Love doesn't delay the truth to save face. Love doesn't treat someone safe like someone boring. Sometimes, rejection doesn't hurt. It reveals. Sometimes losing someone shows you exactly what kind of person you are about to marry. I wasn't rejected that day. I was spared. And honestly, I'd rather be alone than be loved out of convenience. Wouldn't you?